What's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're diving into an Esper Obscura deck. So yeah, Esper or Obscura, I guess they're both the same word now. I don't really know. Either way, we're diving into the white, blue, and black kind of mid-rangey deck, tempo-y deck, I guess is the good way to say this one. So we're going full on tempo with this one. We have one Elixir, which is, I love this card as a one of, especially in decks that do have lots of connive type of effect that get counters onto our creatures, as well as the ones that are running a few planeswalkers. We have Kaito, we have the Wandering Emperor, we do have Elswith Resplendent, Loth the Spider Queen, just some good stuff for that, and then everything else is just around tempoing out. We have some amazing new removal from the new set. Void Red can't be countered, destroy target non-land permanent, 3 mana, instant speed. It's just really good. Obscura Charm, return target multicolored permanent with mana value 3 or less from graveyard to the battlefield. So that lets us bring back things like Nimble Larson. It's a 3 mana 2/1 that gets to exile an instant artifact or sorcery from their hand, which are played quite often nowadays. Like, there's lots of artifacts that almost every deck is running instant sorceries. There's definitely chances for this to fail and not hit anything, but still, just being a flying 2/1 is not terrible, especially if we're going to be playing stuff like Rafine, which whenever we are attacking with other creatures, we can potentially just connive, have this get a bunch of counters put onto it. So then any of our creatures that are flying over the top, which is, by the way, all of them except for the 2/1 that we make here with Kaito, which will be unblockable. So I guess the Wandering Emperor token doesn't have flying. Oh, and Obscure Interceptor, but it's okay enough because guess what? When it enters the battlefield, we get to connive and return spells back to hand. So just the perfect tempo-y play. Lets us, put back a farewell into someone's hand. So then we have another turn to hit and win. We also do have negates, slip out the back into phase out, which does dodge all the exile removal to the format instead of just hexproof or instead of just whatever else. We do have the ability to just phase things out and protect some stuff. The biggest issue with this deck is I have just a ton of one-ofs. When I was putting it together, I was like, well, I do think that Void Ren might be a better removal spell than Vanishing Verse. Vanishing Verse is still 2 mana and it still hits lots of things, but there's less multicolored things. But there still are many powerful monocolored permanents. Like, people are still playing Wandering Emperor and Loth, whatever else. And so you don't take it out of the deck, but I didn't know how many numbers to keep in. And ultimately, I felt like, this deck still has just so many really powerful, good removal spells that are very good to have, but I've just put in a bunch of one-ofs and we hope that we draw the right ones at the right times. Maybe this is why I always have a hard time drawing the right cards at the right times, is because this is what I'm always left with, is like, sure, that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, this will be fun. Let's go dive into the gameplay. I like playing with new cards. I like seeing how things work out, and we're gonna try to win games with it, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna make that happen. Here we go. All right, whip it good. We're up against whip it good. I like it. Yeah, great hand. Love playing out the Shredder on turn 2. The Shredder. I could never take that name seriously, ever again. All right, get out you. Pass turn. All right, so this can counter target instant sorcery spell, destroy target creatures or planeswalker with mana value 3 or less. There's plenty of those that are really powerful in the format right now. And then also just being able to bring stuff back from graveyard to hand or to the battlefield. Everything about this card is so good. So good. The biggest downside is that there's a lot of like 1 and 2 drop creatures that are not multicolored in the format. And so 3 or less, there's only so many things it can bring back, but it can bring back a Kaito, which is dope. So pass turn. Shredder's still an amazing blocker here. And worst case scenario, we have slip out the back. A Spellbinder comes on down. Yeah, mono white is brutal against our deck. We are playing a more tempo-y play, and they are slowing all of our tempo plays down a little bit too much. So we really have to find a land here. And in order to make that happen, we're hoping that they cast 2 spells for the Shredder to draw us cards. Right now, everything else is too expensive at the moment for us to be doing anything else because of flippin' Thalia. Curse you. No attacks, at least. Do I want to be putting a counter on this just for the sake of getting out there? No, right now it's our only card, so we just want to protect it. That's nice, though. I throw this out on... I think I'm just needing more white in general. Pass the turn. So yeah, Obscura Interceptor is pretty good. Obscura Charm is also really good. Plenty of good things to do. Trading off and just bringing it back from the graveyard to the battlefield, not a terrible play. Also, just killing something here is not a terrible play either. If I find a land off the top, I might just want to kill this Thalia. Yeah, we'll go ahead and kill this. Especially if they're going to put the counter there as well. Make that happen. Am I trading off with the Spellbinder? That's a good question. Yeah, we'll block here. I have a feeling they want to play something else on this turn. If it lets us filter through, all about that. Ooh, Vanishing Verse as well. Ooh. The card to discard is probably the Lulth, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Slip Out the Back. It does protect our guy, but not necessarily help us out in many other ways. Ooh. It's 2. That just kills all of the things, except for this Hopeful Initiate. Do I need to hold back for this? No, I think we just attack in. Yep, X2. Oh yeah, so good. Destroy your entire board except for one dude. Gain 4 life. Oh, I love it. We do have a couple of creatures that have 1 toughness, but Ravine and Shredder and everything else, like all the creatures that have the lower toughness, we're fine with them dying. Everything else, we're fine with having not die. All right, so we can Vanishing Verse that if we need to. I think that I hold on to the Obscura Vanishing Verse in response to stuff. And I think we just don't attack past turn. We really need to find a land. And so I really want to play out this Interceptor simply to have a chance of finding a land. Brutal Cathar. All right. Tap land. Is a tap land good enough? Not really. We don't get the counter on this by putting it away. We can take out their guy. Ah, man. Are we gonna have to get rid of the Lulth here? No, we're gonna get rid of the land. That still allows us to get rid of the Brutal Cathar. Ah, there's the land. All right, Larcenist, be able to hold up Vanishing Verse. We get to steal. Oh, it's not a creature. I forgot. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that it was creature instant or sorcery. It's artifact instant or sorcery. Getting the counter onto the Shredder is going to be pretty nice. Although drawing and discarding. All right, we'll go Vanishing Verse now onto this. Discard the land. I can get us up to the Wandering Emperor, but yeah, Lulth is just better. We'll attack in. Down to 13, gain the life up to 21. Any of the creatures they want to exile here, I'm kind of okay with it. If they take the Shredder, fine. Not that big of a deal. All right, so we have Wandering Emperor now available. So I think we go aggro, attack in. Because we can give our Interceptor first strike here if we need to. Do I play out the Lulth still? Yeah. I don't want them to flip around the Brutal Cathar, so we keep casting something on our turn. I think we're in quite good shape. All right, yeah, with the depopulate, I believe we just have lethal. Attack in. Should be drawing card first. Oh well, do it. All right, so they get to gain some life. This is annoying. Let's see how much damage we actually get through. So we'll bring him down to 6.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
So I can give this first strike. Let's see. I'm getting him down to 6. I depopulate, get a guy back. Draw a card, potentially play something else here. I'm I'm debating if it's better just to be playing the Wandering Emperor, go for that the next turn. We'll still be in okay shape. Yeah, Wandering Emperor.
Now you've done
The biggest issue here is that this Hopeful Initiate gets to kill one of our guys. Actually, we do have a blocker for it now, so that's fine. Down to 5. Draw. Land.
my hatred lives.
On blue. Pass turn. Brutal Cathard. Dude, the Shredder is so good. It's so good. Just like incidentally drawing cards. That is so powerful. I mean, there are going to be times that you end up losing something that you probably really wanted because you're drawing at inopportune times when they can just be casting 2 extra spells. It's just still so good. They didn't take up with Wandering Emperor beforehand. That was a big misplay. And now we definitely have lethal with Depopulate, right? Yeah. Yeah, we do. This will actually flip around. I forgot about that. So this actually flips around because they cast 2 spells. Right. Oh, another one. Nice. Draw. We still have lethal. Oh, I guess we're fairly close to lethal. Not quite there. I can kill Wandering Emperor for sure, and then depopulate, and then create a token. Have this guy and the token. Yeah, let's just do that. We're so close to lethal anyway, but we'll just do this for now. Goes one of them. We get rid of the Wandering Emperor. Get a loyalty counter there. Get to deal 1 more. Depopulate. Down to 3. Get our Shredder back.
Do what I demand.
And a token. Last turn. Yeah. Sweet. We were just like basically in control the whole time. They had some really good plays in their early game, but we just found enough removal that it just stopped being matter. So we found the Mihawk Massacre at a perfect time. I guess that was a really big part of that. But with the number of board wipes and stuff that we have and just other target removal, that should be happening fairly consistently. So sweet. Alrighty, on the draw, this is an interesting hand. A lot of like we have 1 real piece of removal. Against a more control deck, this is a pretty great hand. Against a more aggro deck with no instants or sorceries or artifacts, really bad. But we're going to try it out. Portable Hole at least is powerful against that kind of deck too. Play out Ravine's Tower so we can get out Hive on turn 2. Hold up Negate probably. Harvester. Do I need the Portable Hole for that? We're just... Larcenist is a pretty good play for the next turn. You know, we're going to go for Portable Hole here. If this stops the Ob Nixilis, we really don't want... unfortunately, the causality... Casualty? There's Casualty gets around some of the negate power. Okay, go Larcenist. Yeah, negate not as good as just making sure we can take a peek, see what's actually happening here. Crap. Not able to get anything out of this hand, and Ob Nixilis definitely coming down. So yeah, negate could only get rid of 1 part of this anyway. So having a flyer to be able to put pressure on is actually not terrible. Yeah, it goes for Ob Nixilis. Do we need this negate? It can help us against stopping the Mihawk Massacre. We're gonna decline the first one to see if they'll go another one. And then we'll get rid of, I think, the land.
Plead for mercy.
Attack in. We want to get rid of the token one first. Fast turn.
You will become intimate with regret.
Yeah, we have the negate in this deck for something to be a little bit of a hard counter. I'm not sure if it's better than playing like a Sot Coming or something where we can have a little bit more. Obnexilus is just a really difficult thing for us to play around. We could get rid of one Wrong Emperor. I don't think we do, though. We'll decline again. Until we're down below 10, we're not going to be discarding
Carnage.
unless we need to.
Owed.
So their best play is probably just this Mayhem Massacre on 1. Get rid of this guy, create the blood token. We will hopefully, if they just go on 1, we can play out the Wandering Emperor and put a counter onto it, save it, be able to kind of keep this out for value. We could also just go for the negate, but only doing that if they have, they put it on 2. Yeah, draw, discard. Discard, draw, actually. Yeah, that we negate. So I can kill one of the Obnixilus right away. Make it really difficult for them to really deal with us.
You started this fight, but I'm going to strike.
We'll do that.
Strike hard.
Well, now.
I really like the Luxir here as well. Playing that onto the Wandering Emperor and just have a big ol' hitter. Sounds fun. If they prioritize this Mihig Massacre, that's actually a great play for us. Gets rid of the other Obnixilus. Keeps a big old body on board. They've already used up one Mihik Massacre. They'll have to get to really high mana total to be able to outpace what we can do with the Wandering Emperor. So yeah, here we go. And then the biggest issue will just be trying to find ways to gain life. But Obscure Interceptor does help with that eventually. So we'll decline.
Plead for mercy.
The question is, do I want to be holding on to... No, we have to kill this Obnixilus. I would love to have found another 2-drop or a land or something there that would have helped us out, but none of those things happened. So we're just going to kill you. And then force them to have removal for a 7/7 this turn. Next turn it'll be a 9/9. You know. Ah. Could just make a samurai to block here. All right, so we'll attack in. So the Luxor does say it's no longer a Planeswalker, so the loyalty count abilities won't come off of it as it's in. So letting us head in down to 14. Pretty samurai. We really need to find a land at some point. So getting out the Shredder could be nice, but we have to be going for the Interceptor on this next turn. Be able to give this lifelink and attacking in is going to really, really give us a good shot of coming back in this game. We haven't found a land yet. We're just going to go ahead and do this right away. We don't have our lands for the Farewell. We can get rid of the extra Wandering Emperor, although it's still one of our better cards in our hand, for sure. See what we draw and discard a land. Oh, man, that makes it hard to get rid of the farewell. So we could go Shredder, but I think it is just Wandering Emperor. Bounce you back to hand. Land into playing it again? No. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect. I mean, they're not dealing with the biggest threats, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Getting rid of the Esker's Chariot is pretty big. Getting the life is nice. We take 2 more. Ooh. Oh, it's a little too expensive to really go for that. Larcenist. I can't get a whole lot. We can make sure we play 2 spells here for the Shredder. I think we're just waiting though. So play out the Shredder. I think we're just attacking in. 6 damage is still plenty. We're going to do negative here. We're still in the realm of them potentially going for another Miig Massacre soon-ish. Pass the turn. I think we just take the 5. We're still winning the race right now, unless their stuff starts dying, our stuff starts dying. Ah, man. I should have brought back the Larcenist to chance getting a SS Chariot, huh? I forgot that they did have artifacts to get rid of. I like having a bunch of flyers in the air, so we are going to go ahead and return something. Yeah. Right now, just to be able to hit over the top is pretty great for us. The hard part is I also want to potentially go for like a farewell soon. Yeah, and probably nothing in hand. I highly doubt there'd be anything, yeah. Ah, it's so brutal. All right, so we do have Hive the Eye Tyrant we can attack in with. We can go fairly aggressive. And then just throw back the Samurai as a blocker. That doesn't let us Bloodchief's Thirst anything. Are we dying in response? Like on the backswing here. Perhaps. I can exile the Tenacious Underdog as well. Like there's a couple things we can do. Here, let's just get rid of some of their stuff. So exile you. Now even if it dies, it doesn't really get to come back and do cool things. Ah, come on. Not that one. Kill one of the tokens that can block here. So they can attack back with how much? Who's up? It's fine. Down to 7, pass turn. So they have, with the land, they have, even without the land, they have Hive the Eye Tyrant, Eska's Chariot, attack in. We can jump block the Chariot. We're taking 5 right there. But that would have him completely tapped out, and we'd be able to swing in for the win. So they can't be doing that. They could have a Hive, they could have their own, another Mythic Massacre here. And be killing the Wandering Emperor. I don't think we can just take the damage. Or I guess they're getting value just from the one they already have as well. Yeah. Down to 6. I mean, I'm kind of okay with the board getting wiped here, and then we get to go for Farewell. I'm okay with that scenario as well. That does let them go for Hive the Eye Tyrant to hit in. That's bad. We don't really want to hit artifacts, though. Yep. Bad stuff. That's my turn. Kaito. Kaito's pretty dope. Okay, so it phases it out here. Yeah, it gets some peeps. Gets attack in. Can we take the 4? Nope. Ah, man. It's a nice draw. A draw. Fading Hope. Fading Hope is actually interesting. All right, so we get rid of the Farewell. We, yeah, we attack in, see if it'll get through. They block, that's fine. Yeah, we're Fading Hope, bringing the Kaito back to hand now. The bottom. Massacre X2. Gain 3 life. Be able to counteract their Massacre now. I guess we lost 3 life as well, right? I forget that we lose it first because their stuff always goes on stack above ours. They should have just gone for the attack with the Hive the Eye Tyrant there, I think. I guess they know that we could bring some guys up. Oh, yeah, that's right. That works really well. Another token. So if any of their guys die, before we have a chance to do much of anything, we're in lots of trouble. Obscure Interceptor is pretty sweet as a way to gain life. We're staying this game just barely. The life gain that comes from this is good. We're in so very much trouble, though. Yeah, we're in trouble. So this is actually brutal. So resolve. We're gonna counter the token one. But yeah, we're all sorts of dead before we even have a shot.
don't stand with me, you're my enemy.
What did we just lose life from there? Whatever. We're surviving right now, but it's over. Yeah, it makes another one of those dudes. We get to kill you, but then next turn they get to go off like crazy, and we're dead here anyway. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. All right. I can't play anything with this hand for a few turns. Better. Yeah, much better. Question here. Yeah, no black man actually, so no Mihik Massacre. I was thinking that we did have black mana with this hand, but not mulliganing down for anything less here. We have fight. That was a nice draw. Very nice pickup. Mullenbach Escort. Star Pupil. I want to be killing this Escort right away, or do I want to be trying to hold off for another removal? No, we're just going to go ahead and get that out of here. This we have to hold on to for a good removal spell. Ooh. I really like these two Planeswalkers together. Yeah, Wandering Emperor and Elspeth. Oh, so nice. Puts it onto itself. That one I will kill right away. Down to 19. Yeah, just pass turn. I think we're just going for the Emperor first. This deck most likely won't have anything here to go for. Enters with a shield counter on it. Okay. It's fine.
Feel the energy of battle. We must
Ooh,
protect
Rafine.
people.
I really like this with the counter onto it, because that actually doesn't let this get past. Although it looks like they have lots of ways to put counters onto it, so that can be bad. So do I go for another Samurai here so I can attack in and get a bunch of counters onto one guy? Or do I put the counter onto the Rafine so I can have a chance to block here? And I guess just doing this is
Remember your
fine.
training.
No attacks, pass turn. No attacks. All right, so very high chance they have a Wandering Emperor. Might as well take a peek, right? Shredder could be really nice to play. I want to take a peek at their hand. More flyers seems good here as well. I'm fine with this one dying. It's out the Wandering Emperor. This doesn't get rid of that, so that's fine.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
So they have the mana to be able to exile something still, but only if it doesn't have Vigilance, right? So here, we're going to make another Samurai.
Let your
We're just getting rid of the
blade
shield counter here. Swing with you. We get to connive. Get rid of the Shredder. Yeah, so...
We've got the
All right,
this
that's fine.
right.
I forgot they still hadn't activated anything with that. Frog, he myth. With Trample. They don't have the chance to put anything onto this yet, so there we go. Cool. Shame scoops are my favorite kinds of scoops sometimes. Not really. I like people playing stuff out, but sometimes it's just like, oh, phew. They would have had me if they didn't shame scoop. Alrighty, got a really good hand here. Shredder into the Kaito. I did have Eye Twitch in this hand initially as well, just because I liked how it played with Rafine, where it can be an attacker, connive, and an Eye Twitch that I'm fine with having die, but also fine with it becoming a 3/3 if we get it to connive a couple times with it, or have enough creatures. It can be a really good flying attacker. Works well with Kaito as well, and Shredder's just better. And so I was like running like 1 or 2 copies of Eye Twitch so that I could have a sideboard. But yeah, Shredder's it's just real good. Did they get rid of the busy mark here on this thing? All right, play out Cave of the Frost Dragon, pass turn. One is still deciding if they're wanting to cast some sort of 1-mana spell. Ranger class. That is a bit annoying. Yeah, being on the draw here is a little bit painful. We need to find board wipe and fast. Luckily, we get to get some extra card draw each turn. No Blizzard Brawl, because there's no Snowlands here. That's great. Storm Seeker. Tax in for 3. No blocks. Ooh, Vanishing Verse. Over Kaito. Ooh. We definitely don't want this a flip, so we do it earlier than later. Yeah, I think we need to keep our life total higher right now. So go ahead and exile that. No attacks past turn. Really would have liked to find a land there. Yeah, leveling up makes this a 3/3. Backs in. We'll see if they have another spell as well. No blocks. Not as good as attacking in here. So we attack in. Down to 19. Kaito. Yeah, just digging for board wipe. We need lots and lots of removal. Land is also something I'm fine with. Okay, board wipe off the top. Give it to me now. Or another land, so we can go like Larcenist, Shredder, draw with both of our Shredders. All the things. Need another blue source. Naturalist. Yep, that's a lot of damage. Really starting to hurt. Okay, Shredder. Let's see here. What's more important to be killing right now? We definitely just want to kill something. Things gotta go, you know? Yeah, I'll kill the big guy. We at least can block with this guy with a counter onto it. So we want to make sure that we discard with this one. Farewell is something we'd like to get to. We just found a land. We can get rid of the second Kaito. And then Larcenist I'm fine getting rid of. Yeah, there we go. Oh ho ho ho. Brutal. Do I need to draw a card now? I could just make a blocker. Yeah, we're just gonna make a chump blocker. And these guys can block here, so we're fine. No attacks. Do they have like an inscription of abundance or something here? Oh, that's right. That gave the buff. Packs in. All right, they got to have some amazing drops here. Okay, block like that. There is the card that like pay 1 and X, and you can have a bunch of creatures hit the battlefield all at once. Or sorry, no, it's 1 creature hits the battlefield and something gets plus X. Luxurious something or whatever. I don't know why that would be played in this deck though. Oh.
The fun just started.
Is that all? That was great. Fantastic. Let's do that again. Ooh, the farewell potential. So I don't want the I don't want it to become nighttime again. So I do want to cast something now, and so I think what I'm doing is just exiling here. This Lair of the Hydra is a little bit scary. So we're going to keep 1 guy back for that. Attack him with 1. Down to 19, pass turn. Yeah, I'm going to try to, the best I possibly can to not have it become nighttime. I'm just scared of the dark, guys. I'm sorry. Nighttime is a bad time. Based on how they were playing, I was expecting them to not really have anything off the top of their deck, and that's why I didn't really prioritize this as well. Just greeting at the guy that they should only have 1 guy that really has any kind of haste, and that is the Stormseeker. If this goes at face, we allow it. Goes at Wandering Emperor, we do not. Yeah, so just jumping. This farewell is kind of awkward at this point. Already nighttime.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I should have held on to the land to discard with this. I mean, they should be going off with this Ranger class. Unless they just have really bad top decks. Another land. They have not missed a land drop yet, so they've had plenty of lands off on the top. I'm happy about that. Stormseeker. So they're not going with the Lure of the Hydra. Just return this back to its hand, just lets him hit in again anyway. But might as well let him only play this. Kind of hoping we could have something a little bit bigger there. Being able to trade off would be nice. Wouldn't force us to go for a farewell in this next turn. Another land. At least we're getting him out of the way now. We really don't want those draws. So, that's fine. If they're going as Wandering Emperor, fine. No blocks. We could attack and gain some life and then farewell.
Guess that's
If we even need to, that's removal. That is removal. We could also bring back Kaito here. And honestly, with the life gain that we're getting right now, I'm okay with that. Yep. Okay, yeah, up to 14. There is a chance that we die. Want to sit with me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There are many secrets
Did
I
you just
don't
wake
know,
up?
but not for long.
Fuck. No.
You want to watch a show? Oh,
Now,
okay.
what do we have?
All right, let me get a show over here for you.
I'll do movie.
You want a Paw Patrol one? Okay.
No. I'll do movie.
Paw Patrol movie. This one?
No.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Not this one yet?
Help.
All right, we did find Depopulate. We did find Farewell here. I'm kind of just holding off until it's more brutal of a hit, I guess. Also, being able to have Kaito stick on the battlefield after something here is great. We can attack in, gain some extra life, and then go for Farewell, and we're in great shape. Attacking with everything here. We do need to find a way to deal with all of these guys. Yeah, because even if we do get to attack in, we're still having to deal with these lands after the fact. We don't have answers for them. I'm guessing counter goes in Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, Den of the Bugbear gets way better once its toughness is higher. Down to 3. Youch. Attack in first. Draw.
I know something you don't know.
So what does Farewell actually do for us here? I get to get rid of Ranger class, which does let them top deck into more Stormseekers. But being able to depopulate and then play this out gives us another blocker, gives us a much higher chance of surviving. We can't even do that though. We need another white source. So we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. That is very annoying. Yeah, they just have enough damage with their Lair of the Hydra here that we're dead, so it doesn't really matter. We can hope they don't do that. There's always that possibility, I suppose. Here, sorry, we gotta bring this over here, Amber.
No movie.
Ah. So cute.
Like it.
You don't like it?
Ooh.
Oh, is it Rider? Are we saying? You sing Rider? Oh, you are like an oven. It is so hot.
What here?
Yeah, good game.
Here.
All sorts of dead. Is that there? Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'll let you put a finish shot, but yeah, we're done. All right, up against DM Gender, and oh man, we've had a mulligan every game so far, and the deck definitely has the ability to find all the lands that we need to have all of the 2-drops. We just have been unlucky 5 games in a row now, and that's just really frustrating. We can't keep this because there are 3 drops that we have, which are good. We don't have the mana for, and even though we could try to find a black mana in 3 turns, we could also just find black 2-drops. So yeah, we have to mulligan. 2-drop, better. Keep this. Do we keep the Kaito or the Rafine? I think we keep the Kaito. I think it works better with the Shredder here. Anyway, lets us draw into more stuff. That is very important. All right, leave this out on blue. Double Shredder is nice. That's also very nice. I put this out on white. Shredder go. Up against a mono white deck that they haven't played anything yet. That's a really good sign. I mean, okay, Angels might be a little bit different. Angels do change things. All right, so attack in. You know, I should have thrown that on blue and gone for Shredder, double Shredder, and then Fading Hope. I can do that on the next turn, though. We're just going to go Kaito, draw a card this turn. Back in.
Get in, get out.
Sweet. Ooh. I love Rafine. Like, I love what we have right now is really good against the Angels deck in general. Oh, man. This card. I don't know why I forgot to put this into my Angels deck, but it's so good. How often do people find this? It is all the flipping time, and it's a little bit ridiculous. All right, so I want to be able to play Void Rend and Fading Hope, so this goes on blue. That means the Bloodtooth Surge cannot be used for anything but 2-drops, but this deck should have those, so that's fine. And anytime a player casts their second spell each turn, what I could do is I could play out the Shredder, Fading Hope here. Get a chance to draw through a bunch of stuff. I could also go for Rafine. I should have gone for Rafine, I think, actually. Oh well. This is good. Elixir's nice. Gone forever now. Oh, Negate. Negate actually hits a few really important things with this deck too, but I like other cards in our hand better. Bounce that back. Attack in. Draw. And I mean, like, I like where we're at now. Last turn. Do need to find another land. We are 14 cards deep and only 4 lands. That is very bad odds. All sorts of the bad ones. All right. I think we just keep doing what we're doing. We just kill the stuff we need to kill. We can't let them gain life when we're playing tempo-y. So, kill you. Everything has black right now in our hand. That's not great. Attack in. I should have held on to the land to find be able to find something here, actually. Slip out the back. All right, so putting a counter on, allowing myself to do this simply just lets me connive twice. And honestly, putting a counter on one of these guys conniving, having big old flyers is really good. What's more important? Wandering Emperor is really good against these guys especially. Rafine can be so good too. How good is this? Only good if we find another black source. We don't have another black source. Yeah, Rafine. All right, 3-5, 4-6. That feels nice. So nice. Yeah, the thing now for them is like Legion Angel doesn't even do much. Any kind of board wipe doesn't do much now because we have a guy phased out. Like this set us up to be in a pretty good play. I really like these guys. These guys are awesome. They're attacking at Kaito right now when they really should need to be attacking against other stuff. Even though we need the black mana, I am going to get the Hollow Store Giants. I guess I should attack in first though. Yeah, I think we need to attack in aggressively here. So go ahead and do it before. Yep, just jumping. That's what we like to see. Down to 11. Tick up. Ooh, yeah. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is the tempo kind of stuff like we like to see. All right, so they have a 7 mana available now. Inspiring Overseer. That's fine. They can draw a card. Yeah, we get to connive here. I'll throw this out now. We're gonna have a bunch of times all at once. That's fine. We get to draw. Get rid of the land, yeah. The thing here is that now we get attacking with the Hall of the Storm Giants next turn. We have removal as well. We have like everything we could possibly want there. Yeah, dude, that is the kind of game we wanted. That was beautiful. All right, so there you guys have it with Esper Obscura, and I like this deck. This deck is, every time I played it, I really like how it plays out. It has the same tempo-y feel of just like I always have answers. I'm always doing a really good thing as rogues, but it doesn't feel as, it doesn't have the same feel badness as rogues did, in my opinion. Where like tempo, any kind of tempo thing is difficult. It's hard to play against, whatever. But at the same time, though, I like how this one wins a little bit better. Even playing against it. I played up against a couple decks that are similar to it, and it's just like, wow, that was good. But like it was like oh, you got me. Good job. At least it's not rogues. Anyway, so that's the way I hope you guys are feeling with this one too. Try it out. It's a fun one. And that's it. See you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Say goodbye. You say goodbye?
Bye.
There we go. Good job.